An expensive brand can sell you a well-made garment, and it can still be a complete waste of money after 40. Maybe the fit is wrong. Maybe it works with almost nothing else in your closet. Or maybe it was bought for a lifestyle you no longer live. For men over 40, everyday style is not about collecting more labels. It is about finding clothes that fit well, feel comfortable, and work for the way you actually spend your time. In this video, we will look at 7 clothing brand mistakes that can quietly waste your money. You will learn how to look beyond the logo and judge what you are actually getting for your money, from the fit and fabric to how often you will really wear it. The final mistake may be the most important, because it explains how a piece of clothing can be well made, fairly priced, and still be completely wrong for you. Many expensive mistakes begin before we even check the fabric. Mistake 1. Using the brand name instead of checking the quality. A familiar brand gives us a useful starting point. Trouble begins when familiarity replaces inspection. You recognize the label, remember a product you liked years ago, and assume the new item will offer the same experience. But quality and fit can change, even when the name stays the same. A brand may make excellent polo shirts, but average jeans. One product line may be noticeably better than another. Even the same shirt can change over time. The older version may have had heavier fabric, a firmer collar, and a comfortable, regular fit. The newer version may be lighter, narrower through the body, or softer around the collar. The label is familiar, but the product is different. Treat every new item as a new product, even when you have trusted the company for years. Read the fiber content, feel the fabric, check the collar, buttons, zipper, and visible stitching. These details do not need to feel luxurious, but they should make sense for the price. Then see how it feels when you move. Sit down, raise your arms, button the shirt or close the jacket. Something can look fine in front of a mirror and feel completely different when you sit in a car or reach across a table. Comfort affects appearance. When clothing feels restrictive, it changes the way you stand, walk, and carry yourself. A respected brand may deserve your attention. It should not receive your automatic approval. Inspect the item first. Consider the name second. One great item can create a different problem. It can make us trust everything else the company sells. Mistake 2. Buying your entire wardrobe from one brand. Once you find a brand that fits, convenience can quickly turn into loyalty. You know the store, understand the website, and have a general idea of which size to order. That convenience has real value, especially if shopping is not something you enjoy. Still, one good polo does not guarantee good jeans, shoes, sweaters, and jackets. Very few brands are equally strong in every category. A denim company may understand jeans better than knitwear. A footwear specialist may provide more comfort and support than a general lifestyle brand. When you buy everything from one company, you may be paying for consistency in the label rather than consistency in quality. Build your casual wardrobe around function instead. Choose jeans based on how they fit your waist, rise, and thighs. Choose polos according to collar structure, body length, and fabric weight. Choose casual shoes according to comfort and how well they work with the pants you already own. The right category matters, but so does the climate you dress for. A man living in Florida will probably get more use from breathable polos, lightweight chinos, and simple sneakers. A man living in Chicago may rely more on knitwear, boots, overshirts, and practical outerwear. Instead of asking one brand to do everything, find 1 or 2 dependable options for the categories you wear most. You may already have one label that appears throughout your closet. The useful question is not whether you like the brand. It is whether every item carrying that name earns its place. Even the strongest brand in its category cannot make the wrong fit look right. Mistake 3. Buying the logo instead of buying the fit. Fit has more influence on your appearance than the price or logo. An expensive polo cannot hide shoulders that are too wide, sleeves that are too long, or fabric pulling across the stomach. Designer jeans will not look polished if they are too tight through the thighs or gather heavily around the ankles. Bodies change after 40. That is normal. The mistake is continuing to shop as though nothing has changed. Some men keep buying slim fits because they were once the default. Others choose oversized clothes because they hope the extra fabric will hide the midsection. Both approaches can work against the body. Clothing that is too tight creates pulling around buttons, pockets, and seams. Clothing that is too large adds unnecessary volume and can make the body appear shorter or heavier. Good casual style for men over 40 follows the body without outlining every part of it. For shirts and polos, check the shoulders and the room through the stomach. The fabric should fall cleanly rather than stretch tightly or hang like a box. For jeans and chinos, make sure you can sit, walk, and drive comfortably. Straight fits, athletic fits, and gentle tapers often create a cleaner shape than an extremely narrow leg. For casual jackets, the shoulders should sit neatly and the front should close without sharp pulling lines. Consider two everyday outfits. The first includes an expensive polo with a prominent logo, very tight jeans, and costly sneakers. The second uses a simple regular fit polo, dark straight leg jeans, and clean understated shoes. The second outfit may cost less, but the proportions are better and the man wearing it looks more comfortable and confident. Fit is often the first real luxury. If you cannot sit, drive, or reach comfortably, the fit is not working, regardless of the size printed on the tag. Which is hardest for you to get right after 40? Shirts, jeans, or jackets? Let me know in the comments. A good fit can make an affordable item look refined, but a higher price can still make us assume it will last longer. Mistake 4. Assuming a higher price means greater durability. Paying more should buy you something better, but not always something more durable. Better materials, stronger stitching, and thoughtful construction often cost more. But a price, quality, and durability are not the same thing. Part of the price may reflect fabric and manufacturing. Another part may reflect advertising, packaging, store locations, and brand prestige. None of those things necessarily means the item will last longer. Consider 3 basic t-shirts. The first is inexpensive and easy to wash. The second costs more and offers heavier fabric, stronger seams, and a collar that holds its shape. The third may feel exceptionally soft and refined, but it may also be more delicate. The third shirt could be the best made option. Even so, it may not offer the best value or make the most sense for your life. The best made item, the best value, and the item that works best for your lifestyle are not always the same product. Value becomes clearer when you think in terms of cost per wear. A $200 jacket worn 100 times may deliver better value than a $60 jacket worn twice, but only if it fits your life well enough to be worn regularly. When paying more, look for an improvement you will actually notice. Does the collar keep its shape? Is the fabric more substantial without feeling stiff? Does the jacket remain comfortable after several hours? Can the item be cleaned, maintained, or repaired easily? A higher price is easier to justify when the benefit is specific. The decision becomes harder when the price tag claims you're saving more than half. Mistake 5. Assuming outlet clothing is always main store clothing at a discount. Outlet shopping can be worthwhile. The key is understanding what you're actually buying. Some outlet merchandise comes from regular retail inventory. It may be from an earlier season or represent excess stock. Other products may be made specifically for the outlet channel, using different fabric, simpler hardware, or less detailed construction. That does not automatically make outlet clothing poor quality. It means you should judge the item in front of you instead of assuming it is identical to the full price version. The biggest trap is focusing on how much the tag says you saved. Suppose a jacket drops from $300 to $120. The discount sounds impressive, but the sleeves need alterations, the color is difficult to combine, and you already own 2 similar jackets. The real question is whether this particular jacket is worth $120 to you. Check the fabric, hardware, and construction. Try it on carefully and do not compromise on size because the markdown feels hard to pass up. Then mentally remove the original price. Would the jacket still feel like a good purchase if you saw only the price you were actually paying? A discount is not a bargain if you would not buy the item at its current price. Many outlet purchases look better on the receipt than they do in the closet. A discount can shape how we see the price. Premium language can shape how we see the product itself. Mistake 6. Paying for premium words without reading the label. Words like premium, Italian fabric, and performance can sound like proof of quality, but they're only a starting point. Some of those descriptions may point to a real benefit, but the wording alone rarely tells you enough to judge the product. The description tells the story. The label gives you the details. A sweater may use the word cashmere, but that does not tell you whether it is pure or blended. It also does not tell you whether the sweater fits your climate, routine, or willingness to care for it. Linen can be excellent for summer, but the full fiber composition determines how a shirt feels, wrinkles, and performs. Performance fabrics can stretch, resist wrinkles, dry quickly, and work well for travel. At the same time, some can look shiny or feel too athletic for the office or dinner. There is no need to declare one material universally better than another. The right material is the one that fits your climate, routine, and the amount of care you are willing to give it. Read the percentages, check the care instructions, be honest about how often you will wear the item, and how much care you are willing to give it. Frequent dry cleaning can make a reasonably priced jacket expensive to own. A delicate sweater may not be practical if you prefer machine washable clothing. Style after 40 should make life simpler, not create a second job in the laundry room. An item can have the right fabric, a reasonable price, and solid construction, and still be a complete waste of money. Mistake 7. Buying clothes for a past or imagined version of yourself. Some of the least worn clothes in a man's wardrobe are not badly made. They were simply purchased for the wrong life. The item may have been chosen for the body you had 10 years ago, the weight you hope to reach, the office you no longer work in, or the lifestyle presented in a brand campaign. You may keep buying slim-fit jeans because they were once your default. You may buy a shirt one size too small, planning to wear it after you lose weight. Or you may own several blazers even though your workplace is now almost entirely casual. None of those choices is foolish. They reveal a gap between imagined use and actual use. That gap is how a closet becomes crowded while still feeling incomplete. Start with the situations that make up most of a normal week. Most of your wardrobe should help you dress for those situations. For many men over 40, that may include work, weekends, family time, social events, and travel. If most of your life is casual, most of your clothing should support a strong casual wardrobe. That may mean well-fitting polos, Oxford shirts, dark jeans, neutral chinos, comfortable casual shoes, sweaters, and one or two practical jackets. There is still room for personality and special pieces. Dressing for your actual life does not mean becoming predictable. It means making sure most of your wardrobe has somewhere to go. A simple test is to ask whether a new item can work in at least 3 outfits using clothes you already own. If it requires new pants, different shoes, and a special occasion before you can wear it, the true cost is higher than the number on the tag. Look at the clothes you rarely wear. How many no longer fit? How many were bought mainly because of a discount or a recognizable label? The most wasteful item is often the one purchased for a version of yourself who does not live your current life. Buy for the body you have now, the schedule you follow now, and the places you actually go. Mature style is not about dressing older. It is about dressing with a clearer understanding of yourself. Take one rarely worn item from your closet and ask why you avoid it. That answer will often tell you more than the logo ever could. All 7 mistakes point to one simple lesson. A brand name should never make the decision for you. A familiar label cannot guarantee the right fit. A higher price cannot guarantee durability. A large discount cannot make the wrong item useful. And premium language cannot make an impractical fabric work for your lifestyle. Spending more makes sense when you can clearly identify the improvement you are paying for. Better materials, stronger construction, greater comfort, easier care, or more years of wear. Before buying, look past the logo and ask whether the item fits well, works with clothes you already own, and will be worn often enough to deserve a place in your closet. What is one clothing item you spent good money on, but rarely wear? And what would you do differently today? Share your experience in the comments. If you appreciate straightforward, practical advice about men's style after 40, subscribe to the channel. After 40, the smartest wardrobe is not the one with the biggest names. It is the one with the fewest regrets. Thanks for watching.